Welcome to Plus Talk on Plus Life, where we're all about turning positive into a plus. I'm very excited today. I have a guest who is actually in studio, in person. It is none other than our favorite doctor, Dr. Anu Seshadri. Hello, Doc. We could almost touch each other.
I know. We're maintaining that 6-foot distance.
We are, and Gus is in the studio as well. So if you hear little feet, that's the dog, because why wouldn't he be? So good to see you. Lots to talk about as always, but I want to start today on this new injectable HIV treatment that is out there. I'm seeing a lot of TV commercials. So now, I guess, I can get an injection instead of taking a daily pill. Tell me about the new drug.
Yeah, isn't it exciting? We actually have more options as far as treatment-wise. So the injectable is a combination of two different medications. It's intended to be used for treatment. Initially, what's been approved is to use it for treatment for those that already have an undetectable viral load. So your viral load is less than 50 copies per ml.
In other words, won't show up in a typical test.
Exactly.
Got it.
And you go into the doctor's office. You have to go into the doctor's office once every 2 months, and it's 2 shots. So
2 needles, not one.
No. So it's 1 shot of each medication.
In the tuchus.
In the buttocks.
In the buttocks. See, no, that's interesting because I'm afraid of needles. So that's a red flag for me personally. But what is a red flag for me could very well be a green flag for people who don't like taking tablets every day.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't want to take 365 pills and would rather get away with 12 injections per year, this is your opportunity to do so.
So do we know how effective the injectable is compared to how effective the pills are?
Well, I can't really compare it to any other drug regimen that's out there, but the studies that have been conducted do show that the efficacy, the effectiveness, Carl, is pretty much the same. I would say that, it's all about how good you are, just like you are with taking the pills, how good you are as far as going into the doctor's office every 2 months to actually get the injections as well. The only drawback that I have to say is that, prior to starting the injections, you do need to be on the oral pills. So there's the injectable form and then the oral form of the injectables that you need to be on for at least 1 month.
So I got to take the pill version, see how I go on that, and if I'm going okay, then I can progress.
Not everybody's going to tolerate the side effects.
Right. Well,
then there's different medications that present with different side effects.
Well, and just like, I take a certain HIV medicine, somebody else might take it. We all they're tailored really to best fight the virus, right?
And that's part of it, is to monitor, what the side effects are, monitor your counts prior to just jumping to the injectable treatment.
And I think it's interesting. Look, I'm one of those people. I take my pill every morning. I said it at the top. I'm afraid of needles. You know this about me. I don't like them. So maybe the pill thing is the best thing for me for now. But there is a thing called pill fatigue. And there is certainly studies have shown that for some people, taking a daily pill is also a daily reminder that they're living with HIV. So this is a great alternative for people like that.
I think it's wonderful. It's just a different option. That's what it is. And if you don't like the injectables, you can always just switch over to going back to taking the oral pills. I mean, we've seen this even with other instances. Like me as a woman, taking an oral contraceptive pill every day can be annoying and fatiguing, and if you forget to take it one day, then you have to double up the next day, or if you forget for 2 days, then you have to reach out to your doctor. And another option to birth control is taking the depot shot. Mm-hmm. That's once every 3 months. There's side effects to taking the depot shot as well, but it just depends on your preferences, on how your body reacts to it. But I'm really excited about this because it's a different option.
Again, options, which means progress. That being said, so this is a newer medicine. This is a newer thing we're taking. Is there an advantage health-wise to, an injection or 2 shots every month over taking tablets 1 a day? Do you know what I'm saying? Is it better for our bodies to get 1 shot or a daily thing?
I think that as far as the studies show, it's as far as what we know right now. Obviously, we need to do a lot more studies when we have a lot more people that have gotten injectables, but it's pretty comparable.
Okay. Do you think this is something? Obviously, now we're using it for people like myself living with HIV. Is PrEP going in this direction as well?
Yes, and so I'm very excited about that too. The only difference that I would have to say with PrEP is, and it worries me as well, is this idea of drug resistance. So you're taking something to prevent getting HIV, and so if you're taking it on a daily basis, or let's say once every 2 months, right? It's one out of the two. So with the injectable for PrEP, I have to just clarify this. It's one out of the 2 injections that we just talked about for treatment.
Okay.
But that one drug is actually a long-acting drug. So that's the only fear, is when you're taking this one drug every 2 months, then if by any chance you do get HIV, then this drug may be rendered ineffective for treatment.
And is there, just sort of still weighing my options here, as I said, because this injectable is newer, does that mean that it's better than my Biktarvy or whatever my treatment might be in pill form?
It does not mean that you're better, because every treatment is regimented to your specific needs, your specific HIV strains that you carry, your specific side effect profile. So it doesn't mean that it's better, it's just another alternative option. Options. I love it. Dr. Anu Seshadri, thank you so much for coming by. And so nice to see you in person. We get to have this conversation in person. Thank you. Really exciting news, developments, and as we both said, progress. And progress is a good thing. That is going to do it for this episode of Plus Talk. If you want more information, check out the website pluslifemedia.com or follow us across our social media platforms. We are at Plus Life Media. Until next time, take care of yourself, wash your hands, wear a mask, do all the right things, and most importantly, just be nice to each other. And happy holidays.
And happy holidays.